Please stop writing and present your answers. Contestants, please pick up your notepads and presented their answers. The increase of the radius so in order for this volume to be increasing at the rate that we've been given, the radius must also be increasing. So at the point where the radius, so if we differentiate this with respect to time, we'll get dv dt is equal to dv dr, the rate of change of that volume, and then the rate of change of the radius with respect to time. So it's dv dr multiplied by dr dt. If we're able to set this up, 2 marks. Now we can put in what we know about the volume. We've already figured that the volume V is equal to 4 pi r cubed over 3. So if we differentiate that with respect to r, we'll get 4 pi r squared multiplied by dr dt. Our objective is to find dr dt, so we are going to make that the substitution. We'll get 4 pi multiplied by the radius that we've been given, 10 centimeter, and so centimeters. If we simplify this, we'll get 1 over 10 centimeter per second as the answer for the rate of increase of the radius when the radius is 10 centimeters. For getting to this final spot, 2 points. The second thing the contestants were to do was to get the rate of increase of the surface area when the radius is 10 centimeters. So now we need to start with the surface area. Once again, the surface area of a sphere is 4 pi r squared. So we follow a similar process as we did for the volume. So ds dt will be equal to ds dr multiplied by dr dt. 1 point for this. Now we differentiate the surface area, which we already mentioned, and we get 8 pi r multiplied by dr dt. That's the change in surface area with respect to time. 1 more point. Now substitute what we already know. So we did a calculation for dr dt in the previous section, so we just substitute that. So we get 8 pi, we know the radius is 10 centimeters, so multiply by 10, multiplied by what we calculated earlier, which is 1 over 10, and the answer at this stage is going to be, this is a very happy day. A very, very happy day, because the contestants did not find any problem at all with the problem of the day. And for the first time this year, I am happy to award perfect scores all round. Consultants, please take note that this is the type of questions that contestants want for the problem of the day. This brings us to the end of the problem of the day and the end of round 3. You may pick up your notepads. Thank you. Before we begin the 4th round, I would like to acknowledge sponsor. True or false? Use a precious point. You may, if the answer is to all 3 schools. This time I'm starting with Mawuli School. Your statement. Alleles are genes which occupy corresponding positions on homologous chromosomes. Raphael?
True.
Yes. Nsein. Alleles control the same characteristic, but not necessarily in the same way. Yes, Timothy?
Madam, is true.
Yes. Kumasi Sectec. Continuous variation can be entirely genetic or result from a combination of genetic and environmental effects. Yes, Tabi?
True.
Yes. The magnitude of the instantaneous velocity of a particle equals the instantaneous speed of the particle. Raphael?
True.
Yes. The displacement of a particle equals the change in position of the particle. Amos?
False.
Oh, that's a true statement. The magnitude of the displacement of a particle equals the distance traveled by the particle. Tabi?
True.
No. You know the story of going round, 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 round and still have a zero displacement, right? Okay. Mawuli. Boron, aluminium, and carbon do not react with cold water, but they do with steam. Raphael?
True.
Yes. Whereas magnesium is the hydroxide of boron. The sum of two Yes, Timothy.
Madam is false.
Yes. An individual plant that bears both staminate and pistillate flowers is known as monoecious. Yes, Tabi?
True.
Yes. Two objects in thermal equilibrium with each other cannot be in relative motion with respect to each other. Yes, Raphael?
False.
Yes. Two objects in thermal equilibrium with each other can only move at constant velocity relative to each other. Yes, Amos?
False.
Yes. Two objects in thermal equilibrium contain equal amounts of heat. Yes, Tabi?
False.
Yes. An element with atomic number 15 belongs to group 7 or 17. Yes, Raphael?
False.
Yes. Sulfur and selenium belong to the same group in the periodic table. Amos?
It's true.
Yes. Calcium and rubidium belong to the same group in the periodic table. Tabi?
False.
Yes. Last set of statements. Mawuli. The point A with coordinates -4, 5 is in the third quadrant. Yes, Raphael?
False.
Yes. point B with coordinates 0, -5 is in the 4th quadrant. Yes, Amos?
It's true.
Oh, no. That's a false statement. Last statement. The point C with coordinates -3, -7 is in both the 2nd and 3rd quadrants. Yes, Tabi?
False.
Yes. And that brings us to the end of the 4th round. At the end of the 4th round, Nsein Senior High School has 27 points. Kumasi Sectech has 40 points. Mawuli School has 49 points. Fifth and final round, round 5. In this round, I'm going to be reading out clues. Your objective is to solve the riddle. When you are ready to solve the riddle, you need to ring your bell. May I hear your bell, Kumasi Sectech? Nsein. Mawuli. If you're able to solve the riddle on the first clue, 5 points. On the second clue, 4 points. On the third or any clue thereafter, 3 points. There are 4 riddles in all. Best wishes. I am a force. You would be right in calling me the force because I am everywhere you look. I am electromagnetic. I specify the force on a charged particle. Yes, Raphael.
Coulombic force.
That's incorrect. Who else? Yes, Tabi.
Electrostatic force.
No. Did you also ring? They didn't ring. Okay. So I'm continuing. I specify the force on a charged particle moving in a region where both electric and magnetic fields may be present. So who am I? You want it for no points. Okay.
Lorentz force.
You're right. That was the right answer, the Lorentz force. Okay. Next one. I was born in July 1841 in Germany. I started an apprenticeship in pharmacy in Hamburg in 1862, 5 years after finishing basic school. I started studying chemistry at the same time submitted a thesis, and was awarded a PhD in 1864. Thereafter, I worked in Germany, France, and Portugal. I returned to Gothenburg in Germany in 1872. In my active life, I researched extensively into carbohydrates and developed a silver mirror test, which was named after me. So who am I? Yes, Raphael. Go ahead.
Ammoniaca.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Yes, which of you, Tabby?
William Tolin.
No, I'm not accepting it. Anyone? Yes, that guy is Tollins, all right. It's Tollins. But he's not called William. His full name, if you wanted to give a full name, is Bernhard Christian Gottfried Tollins. So I was ready to accept just Tollins. And then you decide to call him William. Okay, so you know about the silver mirror test, right? The Tollins silver mirror test. All right, next one. I am a diagram. I am used to represent a function, but I am not a graph. I organize data in rows and columns. Yes. Oh, you rang already. Go ahead.
Scatter diagram.
Pardon?
Scatter diagram.
No. Who else? Yes, go ahead. Tabi.
Frequency table.
I'm not accepting that. Mawuli. I organize data in rows and columns. Basically, I am an orderly arrangement of data. You can sit behind me. You still don't get it? I'm a four-legged piece of furniture on which one can write. So who am I? Yes, Raphael, ring first. Now go.
Frequency distribution table. Histogram.
You still don't get it? Anyone? Yes, gentlemen. Oh, why? Oh, yes, madam. It's a table. It's a table. I sit behind it. I can write on it. You still don't get it? All right, last riddle. I am a feature and a function of certain structures in cells. These structures are essential in maintaining homeostasis because they regulate the passage of some substances while preventing others from entering the cell. Yes, Raphael.
Cell membrane.
No. I continue. The most common example is the phospholipid bilayer. Yes, Amos.
The plasma membrane.
For you, Kumasi Sectech. The most common example is the phospholipid bilayer plasma membrane that surrounds every cell in our bodies. I am the capacity of a membrane to allow some particles to pass through, but not others. So who am I? Yes, Tabi,
Selective permeability.
you are right. I read all the clues, 3 points. And that's the end of the 5th round. At the end of the contest, here are the final scores. Nsein Senior High School has 27 points. Kumasi Sectech has 43 points. Mawuli School has 49 points. Nsein Senior High School, thank you for being here. Best wishes to you. Kumasi Sectech, thank you for being here and for giving us a good contest. Unfortunately, this year wasn't meant to be. Best wishes to you. Mawuli School. Congratulations on winning the contest. I thought you were going to be happier. Well done. Prepare, and I shall look forward to seeing you in the quarterfinals. Congratulations. Viewers, we are done with another 1A stage contest, but we are not yet done even with the stage. Next time, we'll bring you the 14th contest, which features Koforidua Secondary Technical School, Half Asini Senior High School, and Holy Child School. Before we leave, I would like to acknowledge that the National Science and Math Quiz is sponsored by the Ghana Education Service through the Conference of Heads of Assisted Secondary Schools. We also have support from TIGO, GOL, Prudential Life Insurance, Accra College of Medicine, and GCB Bank. We are produced by Primetime. Thank you for joining us this time, and see you next time. Bye.